feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down till the end of time, cause we got the breath of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
For the hour of my death, I wish me Godspeed. But motherfuckers bow their heads when the God speak. When I pass, drop my casket in the dark deep. But maybe in Nevada, that's the top on concrete. I should write about pain, said my psychiatrist. Clicked in my pants, had his face and started writing this. Thanked him for his time, said goodbye. Watched him burn the light out of my mind. That last line got me certified. Wrote this verse and really didn't give me props. Shot myself, turned the church into a gimmick box. Been saving up for hell, counted every sin. Used to have kids, but forgot where I buried them. Black tongue, heretic, sex circle. I'm not Prince, but my blood drips purple. And now you know I'm cursed to lurk below. All this shit I spit, nonsense, a hurtful soul.
I'll be down till the end of time, cause we got the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down till the end of time, cause we got the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
Down till the end of time, you would die. Soon keep this shit underground like sewer pipes. And you were right if you thought that it would never change. Have my brain hanging out the forever face, huh? Okay, refrain, not a soul in sight. In the flash, you get shot, kick rocks, I can picture it. You get killed for your stimulus. Cause the time that I've invested is infinite, and that's why.
Down till the end of time.
Tried to tell them that it's underground for life, like 6 feet at least. When I preach on these beats, I speak for the beast. Got a devil on my shoulder, all I feed it is shit. Bro, your obituary, read it and weep. In the cemetery, like I hit the beach for a week. And all your screams equal up into a symphony. Eventually, I'm building till this evil entity don't pretend to be. Guarantee
I'll be down till the end of time, cause we got the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down till the end of time, cause we got the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
at this time, Lee's going off the deep end. 2 by 6 stitches getting dug up every weekend, trying to get my fucking revenge of this bastard cold. So I cut her head off, that just she swallow my load. On the next episode of Unsolved Murders, I kill all my coworkers, I'm blaming on my Asperger's syndrome. If you're home, I'ma pay you a visit. Thought it was the Amazon delivery guy, it isn't. Red pie pie, missing skull fracture. Now they replaying the crime. Your ring camera were captured in a desperate attempt to apprehend the assailant. Cut your hands off, force you to clap for the entertainment. A cover made of bodies for a body is a pile. Hieroglyphics of the blood of my victims and stomach pile. You in denial if you ain't fucking with the acronym. Cut your face off with the state and not perform the sacrament.
I'll be down to the end of time, cause we in the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep. I'll be down to the end of time, cause we in the grip of life like 6 feet deep. And you ain't even gonna ask when I'm dead. Bury me in my mask at least 6 feet deep.
What is up, pimps? It's your boy Cree. What is up? What is up? Man, shout out to Alizul Elu. I actually had a chance to see them live in concert here in Memphis, Tennessee some years ago. I got some footage. Maybe I should upload that. Super wicked fucking show. Anyway, what's up? Don't say a word. Yes, please, everybody, even return viewers, smash that like on the way back in. Okay. Now, the title of tonight's episode is Since I've Been Away. Well, I guess I kind of wanted to talk about what's been going on in YouTube land. I mean, yeah, and in spite of everything that's been going on, things have in fact gotten better. And, I've been seeing some videos being made. Tonight, not only did I want to talk about these videos, but I also wanted to, what was I going to say? We were going to watch them, talk about them, okay? And I don't know. I had to do a recap because I haven't been going live. And so I guess other people have been feeling kind of just out there to say and do whatever. One of the YouTubers we're gonna have to talk about tonight, though, is Birdman. Birdman Drug Stories. If you're listening, say what's up in the chat. We're gonna talk about you for a little bit tonight, buddy. We definitely got some videos to watch in that direction. I don't know if you all caught my actual interview with Birdman. I think maybe I should like tag a link to it or something. Or maybe we can kind of like just gloss over it, but I don't know. That's still up for debate. But yeah, Birdman had me on. He brought me on, and it kind of felt like a good genuine Birdman video. Like, the idea had hit me days before then when shit still wasn't right. And at times it still ain't. But I had thought about this, like, wow, what if I was to ever get on Birdman's channel and do like one of his classic interviews? And would you fucking believe, days later, he asked me. He said, it's perfect timing. I was like, dude, you read my mind like from days ago. So yeah, I went over to Birdman's and I did a dope ass video. I felt like it turned out really good. Thank you, Birdman. I haven't been running with the full copy of StreamYards lately because I haven't been streaming lately, but I guarantee the next time you guys see me, we're going to have the green screen cameras on just like it used to be. Sort of. Like back in the day, I had the lights and stuff. But we're going to, yeah, Birdman. Okay. Let's see. What about Mars, though, guys? Has anybody been watching Mars? Ever since over a month ago, he has made quite a handful of appearances and videos, and he has talked about me. He has released a video that I'm surprised he hasn't deleted yet. It was really shocking because I don't know why or where he was, like what angle he was coming from, but he labeled the video Birdman clout chasing. For one, Birdman has never said anything negative about Mars. And if he would, I'm sure he'd say it to his face, like in a video directed to him or in via live convo, like if he joined the panel. I was kind of shocked that he kind of went after Birdman like that, because Birdman's been nothing but nice to everybody. And it just surprised me. But he didn't really say anything about Birdman. That's the thing. He waits to the very end and then he mentions, fuck you, Birdman. You just clout chasing, or like it was like a literal like 30-second little diss. He said something about me. Oh, that fucking piece of shit junkie has been lying this whole time. Then he's like, you know what? Fuck Birdman. He's a fucking fake ass clout chaser or some shit. Just speaking very ill of my brother. And I'm like, dude, Birdman's the hardest worker I know right now, besides a few other people. And he keeps fresh new content. You know, he has always got something new, always something fresh. It's just, that's how a professional YouTuber needs to be. It's not so much about quality, Mars. We don't need the fancy cameras and the lights and the fog and the smoke machines and shit like that. Sometimes you just need to turn on that camera and hit record. And although that's kind of like what Mars has been doing, he still has yet to put out a dope ass video that he's been claiming he's going to do. He's been telling us for the longest time, I'm about to bring back the stories. I'm about to give y'all whole new chapters and eras about this, that, and the other. And just, you know, you hear him say that stuff and you feel so good to hear, because it's like, all right, boom, we're getting the old Mars back. It's fixing to go down, you know? And still, it just, after all this time, dude, it's just been a sloppy, laying in the bathroom floor, getting fucked up video, which is fine. I'm not going to say anything about that at all. But nothing has changed, Mars. I think you're just employing your old tactics. Now, this week, you're going to say fuck Birdman because you want to dip into that. Birdman's on a quick rise. He's been spiking and peaking and just, he's always got the new fresh videos coming. So he's getting the steady traffic. He's getting the views. Slowly but surely, he's got some serious, real support. Like, his channel is like for everyone. Like, this channel may not be for everybody because a lot of people don't like me. But at least Birdman's bringing an open-minded, positive outlet where people can relate. Some of those people out there have actually lived those actual stories. And some of the people's stories he's brought on, very much interesting people. So I could very well see how Mars, who has admitted this past tactic, is now going after Birdman. Just probably for like a quick, just to say, Sorry, I'm checking the internet levels. It's got Ethernet plugged up. Why is it showing a Wi-Fi thing? Anyway, so he made this video the other day, and it kind of looked like a nod towards his old stuff, but still.
But anyway, to all.
And, some of the things I wanted to point out in this is, okay, A, I'm sure he's using his phone, right? B, the phone sounds like the microphone in it has gotten maybe like a cluster of dirt or dander or something wedged in there, because all of Mars's videos, when he records them, they sound nice and clear, But for some odd reason, I'm not sure if you all can catch this with me, but just for a minute, would you believe me if I said Mars don't have any top teeth? That perhaps he didn't have his partials in tonight or something? Because not only was the camera and the audio just kind of skewed, but Mars also sounded like throughout the entire video that he has this fucking, like, missing a piece of dentures lisp. Like, it's bad, guys. Just listen for it. But that's not the case. I'll show you.
All you guys have been texting me. I appreciate it. To the guy that was texting me that said he was in Afghanistan, two-time Afghanistan veteran. When he texted me, I was like, all right, do you like some videos? And he was like, and he said, and that's, or he was messaging me to help me,
Okay, has anyone caught along to any of that as of yet? He's not really making too much like top mouth movements. And I'm really starting to think that he forgot to put his dentures in for real. The video, it's like him talking, here, we're going to skim it along because it's kind of long.
He was trying to be cool and shit. And I was just so busy. I've been caught up in the mix. There's so many things, like, there's so many. God, it needs to be cut. I haven't got a haircut since I thought the FBI was watching me. I told that story once. High on meth. Whacked out on meth, like at this time, like 4 a.m. Like my eyes are all big and like it was so obvious. But yeah, I haven't got my hair cut since like July.
Yeah.
We're getting into the springtime. It's still snowy, cold here. But pretty soon, spring is going to come around. And, yeah. So.
Okay, I do like this part because.
In a new mentality. It's an Underoath song. Great song.
For some reason or another, he gives us like a tour of his tattoos. And he's got some pretty impressive tats, I wonder what they all mean because each one's different and it means something to him. But he does like for some reason, a piece by piece of his tats.
You guys don't know the Underoath song, Breathing a New Mentality. I got tattooed on my chest. I also got.
What did it say? Hold on.
Can't. Great song. You guys don't know the
Underoath. Something like breathing in a
song, Breathing a New Mentality. I got tattooed on my chest.
Breathing
also
in a.
Got,
I think he said new mentality. Okay.
Can't see it.
Oh, yes. This was the motherfucker. Listen to this.
But it's just Catherine D. Monroe. Right there. My ex-girlfriend's
Full fucking name.
name. But it's just Catherine D. Monroe. Right there. My ex-girlfriend's name. She cheated on me with the CVS store employee.
Okay, now this is the part that kind of was just like, okay, calm down, Cree. It's just Mars. I'm not against people getting their lover or spouses or whoever wives name on your body, because I think that's a very valiant thing to do. Like, here you are putting this female's name on your skin forever. So, part of me wants to do it. I believe it. And then part of me kind of thinks of it like this. Well, what if it doesn't work out? You're not with the girl anymore, right? So that's going to sting in itself. Time spent, memories made, all of it wasted and gone, right? And then now you got this tattoo of her name fucking blazed on your skin, right? And that wasn't a little tattoo. That was a big tattoo. But then the third part says this. That says something about somebody, just to, like, I know people get in love in the moment and they're dedicated and they feel it and it's just like, oh, and you get that loved ones. Guys, just think it through before you get somebody's name on you, unless it's like a grandmother or a relative that's passed away or brother, sister, mom, whatever. But like a girl you date, I'm kind of glad I never did that my entire life.
So, fuck it. Whole lot of bullshit's been going on lately, guys. That's why I haven't been posted.
I just saw teeth.
I could tell since my mental breakdown and now, oh yeah, there's been some shit that went down.
Like what?
Mental breakdown that started when I binged on methamphetamine.
Whoa.
Have you guys seen the Al Pro?
He's been telling us for a while that only did the meth for 2 fucking days straight, or he did it one day and stayed up for 2. Who knows? Maybe he did it both days, but he ended up missing a very important interview lined up with a somewhat kind of name. It would have helped his channel. Like, it would have really directed some shine on him. Because, I mean, look at the guy. But because of the meth, he missed that interview, and this just totally screwed his life up, okay? Dude, who hasn't been awake for a few days? Like, you keep repeating this meth story like it's the most serious thing that's ever happened outside of the other things you showed us. And you've told us about other videos. You've told us straight up raw stories that were like kind of hard to stomach at times. And that told me that shit was real, or else you wouldn't have said it. I don't know if maybe that point in his life, it did something to him, or maybe he's just so far gone. He hasn't made a real YouTube video that every time he goes to record, he thinks he's in the mode, but he's really just fucked up because he's all over the place. I mean, I know sometimes I can get like that, but here lately, he just kind of lost the focus, but he just seems to be repeating himself.
Prophet video. If any guys of you watch out Prophet, he talks about meth and people losing their mind, having brain damage. He talks about how meth is, instead of being made with ephedrine or whatever.
It's almost like anything he sees on the internet, if he believes in that individual, he's going to believe and hang on to every single word they say. And I think he reinforces his thought process with, well, every time the camera's on, I have to explain how I feel or what's been going on or what has happened. I say, if you're going to do like a daily journal, then do it like a journal style. Do it like 10 minutes, like, oh, today I fucking didn't get much sleep last night. I'm hungover, blah, blah, blah. And then just like make a day by day. At least it will be consistent and it will be a big piece of a project. But it just sounds like late night drunken ramblings, and just everything about this video looks so wrong. I mean, even the audio sounds bad.
They have this new compound, and it's hard to get the cold medicine nowadays because the DEA will. What you say? Where did you get that? Where did I get what? Yeah, it was crazy turning the camera on the top. That fucked up ass day. I can't tell you why, but once you start doing concrete,
like, just tell us. If it was a fucked up day, then that would be one hell of a story, would it not? I mean, you can't hold back, Mars. Like, this is the things you've got to tell us so that it keeps the channel fresh.
I can tell you why. But I can tell you a little bit about the whole meth binge.
No,
So,
we
yeah,
don't want
I
to
did
fucking
meth.
hear about it.
I was also cold
He fucking smoked it and then stayed up for 2 days. What else is there to say about it?
turkey and kratom. So I was having opiate withdrawals and a meth come down. The meth come down was way worse than the opiate withdrawals.
And you know what? There is no damn withdrawals. I mean, like, at most, you would like, oh, I need to eat, I need to sleep, I need to hydrate. But all of that will start to come back. It's not like something that when you stop doing it, you're instantly fucking deathly sick. Like, it changes your fucking week, okay? I don't know why he's lying about that shit.
Well, kratom withdrawals. Like, I almost couldn't even feel the kratom withdrawals. The meth withdrawals were that bad. Like, the meth withdrawals were so bad that, like, fuck the kratom withdrawals. I didn't give a fuck about that. The meth.
I can't sit there and look at this boy in the face. Look, he almost smiled back there. Look at this dumb shit. As he's saying it, he smiles. Watch.
Kratom withdrawals. Like, I almost couldn't even feel the kratom withdrawals. The meth withdrawals were that bad. Like, the meth withdrawals were so bad that, like, fuck the kratom withdrawals.
Look, he's smiling.
About that.
Dude, you are a fucking fake druggie, dude. You know what? You would say shit like, oh, he's such a hypocrite. He didn't tell nobody what he was doing. The only things I'd said to you was, okay, why are you on the research chemicals? Yeah, I'm sure the Clonazepam can be hardcore, but I never heard of it until I heard of you. And I already knew your outrageous amounts. You would get so zooted out of your fucking brain on so much in one day. What I was doing made me look like a choir boy compared to you, dude. Just saying.
I call it meth withdrawals, but it's really a come down, but it was terrible. When I say meth withdrawals, I mean the come down. Yes, cocaine and meth doesn't have withdrawals.
There he goes. He just contradicted himself. He just told us for a minute and a half how meth withdrawal is so bad. And then he just says cocaine and meth don't have withdrawals.
Coke has like a 2-3 hour come down. And I heard people that done crack, they say they come down and feel paranoid and shitty, but meth has a come down. Like, if you do meth like I did for a day and a half, or if you do meth for just weeks, months, years, you'll come down for like a week, and that come down is basically like the withdrawals.
I don't understand what he's talking about.
It's basically a withdrawal, but it's a come down. And it's, I don't know. It was gnarly, dude. Hey, hold on a sec.
I'm going to put you in my pocket. So we're in his pocket. We go to the bathroom. How's the chat doing? Yeah. I got my kids' names on me. It's just like, dude, this is just a hangout vid.
All right. So you're talking about Carlos? He's not doing too well. Shit.
Yeah, look, he would bring Carlos on back in the day, and every time Carlos came on, he did good. Like, he got good reception. Like, people liked him. And then I started pushing to bring Carlos on more, and so Carlos started coming on my channel while he was hanging out with Mars at times. Not like simultaneously, but Carlos has a following. Like, I'm really proud of it. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, he's not doing good.
And then he just says, like, every time Carlos gets mentioned by someone in the chat, he's like, oh, yeah. Carlos ain't doing good. And it's like, well, it can't rain forever, you know? Like, talk to him. See if he wants to come on, or next time you hang out with him, you know, instead of just using him for a ride at the store when you're fucked up and you can't drive, how about asking him how would he feel for, you know, doing like a 5-minute little thing or something, you know? Like, let the fans see Carlos. We want to see Carlos. Ugh. Okay, so the video's labeled, you see clearly, Birdman clout chasing. He hasn't mentioned Birdman yet. Definitely.
No, it's his schizophrenia. He's having problems with that. I don't really want to go into it.
Yeah. All right. Now, when Carlos was first introduced to the world via Mars World, it was blatantly known he has like mental problems, which is fine because, you know, outside of something being autistic or ADD or Asperger's or anything have you, like, I only know 1 or 2 other schizophrenic people in my life, and that shit is real, like for real. I'm not going to say who one of the people I know is, but they've known that person longer than me. And just from the little time that I've known that schizophrenic person, they can function, but at times it's like they're so wrong about their stories. And it will be heinous stories that are completely untrue, and they will believe in their mind that's part of the disease. You know, it affects you that way. Like, you just have no control over it, right? Well, every time we see Carlos, he's coherent. His speech is impeccable. The man has style, class, a lot of knowledge. Like, he's very outwardly with his just his mannerisms. I mean, yeah, at times when he gets to talking, he'll hit like a monotone at times, but who doesn't? I mean, when you're doing internet stuff, it's not going to be perfect because it's not like a one-on-one, you know, the audio, the headphones. But Carlos, to be schizophrenic, pretty much has it together. Like, he has a personality. He is someone that anyone could love. Anytime we watch Mars talk, it's like a dead ass face. He never smiles, never laughs. He just seems like that kind of individual that maybe he holds back when he turns the camera on. And, but something tells me at times that maybe this is the real Mars, like no personality. His brain is just wired to do what it has to do minute by minute, hour by hour. A normal person, they would walk around knowing that, okay, I got to be ready for the day. Like, this is what I'm anticipating. This is what I could be expecting, but also let me keep my mind open that there's other options, and maybe you'll get something will come your way and just kind of throw a curveball in it, like something good or something bad. And it kind of changes the dynamic of the day, right? Well, with Mars, it's almost like he has the worst mental problems than Carlos, because between the two, Carlos is a normal fucking person compared to Mars. But this is all the fucking YouTube stars that like you, dude. This is the shit you fucking do and say.
I don't want him to get mad at me for talking about him. Maybe someday I'll talk about it, but
yeah, he doesn't really say anything.
Yeah, he got him the job. You know, it's like, fuck this. I'm not a restaurant worker. Dude, I gotta get a haircut though.
But I think Mars just told us a very old story. Shit, you're this far out, you might as well just keep fucking growing it.
Yes, yeah.
What's
I'm
up,
actually
Corey?
working at the cab company, driving a cab. and I had to deal with some bullshit
Yeah.
last night. Last night and tonight, somebody spilt food in the company vehicle I drive. And then last night, or 2 nights ago, I picked up a girl that lived all the way up by Canada.
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's kind of recap. Some time ago, Mars had said that, oh, I work at a fucking cab company or something. And, you know, stupidly, I called. I looked it up and I called. And sure enough, the place was real. At first, I thought he was lying, trying to like throw us off track, like not trying to tell us where he works. But at the same time, he wanted to be honest because he wants us to feel his struggle and pain, right? Well, anyway, I found the cab company. They're legit. I haven't confirmed if he actually works there or not, but I let it ride. I didn't say nothing. And it's funny how a month or so later, he's talking about being employed still. So that gives me hope that he really truly was working there. And but yeah, this next story, oh my God. I mean, would you guys do this?
Literally right on the border of Canada. It was 4.5 hours away. And I was thinking, fuck, dude, because I got to pay for my own gas, right?
He had a cab order. A girl wanted him to drive her 4 hours north, damn near to the border of Canada. Now, he had to pay for his own gas, but he was getting a big fare, if you know what I mean. But can you imagine? Okay, if you've ever traveled anywhere in your life in a vehicle to go on vacation, 2 hours can get to be a car ride. 3 hours can get to be a car ride. When you get to about 5.5 hours, you're kind of like, bro, are we there yet? Like 5 hours is a long time in a car. Even if you can handle it, like sometimes even with stops, like, dude, like I don't want to go nowhere that's more than 6 hours away in a car. And I think that's the furthest I've been in a vehicle as far as on my own accord. But I've traveled like with my father and his rig before when I was in my teens. I've been all over the USA, mainly the East and Midwest. But, you know, like this was just a regular cab delivery and he took it, right? Check this out.
So I only had like $10 of gas in my tank. And, you know, the price of gas is going up because of the Ukraine conflict. In America, the gas prices are rising. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, you live 4.5 hours away? Like, most people only live like 10, 15 minutes away. That's what I was thinking. And so I was like, well, if you put $40 of gas in the vehicle, which is a full tank, I'll take you up there because I literally don't have the gas. If not, I will cancel it and you can find another driver, whether that be a taxi driver, an Uber driver, or Lyft driver.
I think the chick should have just got like a bus ticket, but maybe she looked into that and was like, well, it's going to put me on a layover. I won't be home for fucking 15 hours if I do that, you know? And maybe she just had the dough, wanted to spend it, and was that desperate to get home. I do very much see that possible. But can you imagine approaching this guy, trusting him with your life for 4 hours in a steadily moving vehicle in the snow, in the like, oh my God. Like I wouldn't trust this guy to cook a sandwich for me. But Mars being the way Mars is, he takes the job.
I'll cancel it. Won't charge you anything. She was like, no, it's fine. I can take the gas. And then she reported me for taking a cash bribe.
Ooh. Now, how does that happen? Because anytime you're set up with a delivery fee, have you, that person knows they're going to pay a pretty penny. Now, he just said that he only had like $10 worth of gas. I guess he just planned on working for a few hours, or as the night progressed, he would have worked up more gas money and then would have been able to hold himself over the shift. I've been there. I know what it's like. You only need to refuel at least once a day. But she pays a really good amount. He tells her he don't have the gas. If you don't like it, you can kick rocks and ask somebody else. I doubt anyone else will take you 4 hours in the middle of the night. You know, it's not like he's kind of telling the girl in so many words, like, if if you want to make this happen, you're going to have to help me with the gas. And then you can kind of like take it out of what you owe me, you know, or if you don't want to do that, find another driver. Well, the girl probably had no more options. And so they choose each other.
But I told her, but I don't know. I think she was just trying to get her money back because I got like $220 to take her off. Dude, it was long. Like it was at the middle of the night, like 11:30.
He drove an 8-hour round trip for 200 something. What did he say? $270 something.
I got like $220.
Oh, $220. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, like, honestly, coming from a driver's perspective, hitting a $220 lick in one night is basically a shift and a half of just driving all fucking day, right? Possibly refueling twice. So you're looking at just $20 in fuel that day alone. But he is having to fill the tank up, so that's $40. So like, what did technically he only make 180 because he asked for the gas. I'm not sure if he cleared it up if it was going to come out of her total, but you heard him. He said she reported him for bribe. like that shouldn't even be a bribe. That should have been a like extra tip. Because if somebody comes to me and says, look, I want to go home. I have no other option. It's 4 hours away. Are you down or what? I would kind of look at my day and go, well, how much time do I have on my shift? Do I have it in me to drive 4 fucking hours? Are my tires capable? Am I near needing an oil change? Like, what condition is my car in? Well, now I think they're in a company vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, because when I called, the guy said they drove Dodge somethings or whatever. And I too drive a Dodge. And so I was like, yeah, they're good cars, you know. But so if it's not his vehicle and he's just sitting in the chair taking control, by the time you get there, you're gonna be fucking tired, dude. 4 hours. But I mean, I know people can pull it off. I've seen people do worse than that. Like they'll drive straight cross country in a U-Haul. I know it exists. Everybody has done some crazy shit driving before. But this is just a regular work night. You know what I mean? Like you're just working in Fargo trying to pick up little fucking trips to the damn store or whatever have you. And so this chick approaches him. She wants to go home 4 hours. I'm sure he didn't think about the 4 hours ride back home alone. Even then, dude, if that was your decision and you wanted to do this, I would say the only way that, like, if I was that desperate and I had that kind of time, the only way I would do this for her is if it was like we were leaving at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., whatever. Get this. When she proposed this idea to him, I think they struck out driving at like 11 p.m. at night. That's what got me. I'm like, are you fucking insane?
Take her off. Dude, it was long. Like it was at the middle of the night, like 11:30 at night.
Okay, let's do the hours. 11:30 to 12:30. What is that? He got there probably around 2:30 or so. Then you gotta turn around and drive all the way back because there's no reason to hang out. You won't go home. It's the middle of the morning. So you got 3, 4. He probably didn't get home till like after 7 a.m.
I was driving on 2-lane highway in North Dakota. There's fucking snow breezing across the road. Yeah, everywhere the gas prices went up. Especially Germany, because Angela Merkel is stupid. But yeah, so I took her like
Now look, you say that, and that's why I highlighted it, because what he just told us you kind of got to take within a grain of salt because, I mean, it is Mars and it's a shady looking dude. He looks somewhat trustworthy, but there's no telling what's going on in that guy's head. Okay. We only see what we see. So that's how we perceive him. Maybe we don't truly know the real Mars. Maybe he's more vulnerable and softer outside of the camera because sometimes you got to have an image to uphold. You know, you're a YouTube celebrity. You know, you've got this fame and clout, and you're going to be big one day. You're going to be as big as the people you love. But this was quite a job. And I don't know. The better part of my brain would have said, I'll pass on that. Maybe if she's still at the cab company hanging out by 6 a.m., I'll say, look, here's my number. If you're still at the cab company waiting and it's 6 a.m., call me. I will be the first one to take you because that gives me a chance to work my shift, be in town, do what I got to do. And then I'm home by midnight, 1, whatever. And then I get to go to sleep. And then I'll wake up with money. And if the chick is still there, then I could take her and I'll have all morning, all afternoon to get back, make the money, whatever. But yeah, I think I don't know what he was thinking.
4.5. We'll just say it's 5 hours. 5 hours there, 5 hours back, dude.
Oh my God.
It was some Native American chick. And took her up to a little reservation where the Native Americans live.
Yeah, see, now when I heard about this individual, I was like, okay, surely they fucking pulled a fast one on him. Like, they knew they could have did something outside of this, but they probably got to his ass. They probably was like, please, I need, like.
It's like a tiny little town. And I honestly think the only reason she reported me for taking cash, which I really wasn't, I just needed gas because I offered her. I said, I will not drive you there. No, fuck no. I got paid $210, which means she probably spent like $350 plus $50 in gas. So it was like $400, and I think she was probably like, I think she thought maybe if she complained, she'd get like some of her money back.
Yeah, I did think of that too.
That's probably why. Other than that, like, it didn't seem like she was mad at me.
Hell no, she ain't gonna say nothing. You're willing to do this 10-hour round trip for her for kind of cheap.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, guys, working at the taxi service. Just a random live. I'm gonna get off.
What's wrong with his fucking nose? Did he drop another vape pen on it?
Here now. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go on YouTube and look up Ukraine because I've been following this crisis every day.
All right, so now we're finally about to get to the title of the video. After all of that, the gnarly stories, here we go.
It's very interesting to me. I love history. I love reading history stuff. So I'm going to watch some videos about the Ukraine crisis. I saw they sunk the ship that blew up the Snake Islands, and the guy was like, Russian warship, go fuck yourself. And they sunk the ship. It was badass. Anyway, this Ukraine thing is like fucking, yeah, good morning, good night. It's like 4:30 a.m. Fuck yeah, they took a ship out. But yeah, hey, I'm going to go live again tomorrow earlier. So I'll be live tomorrow like an hour and a half, 2 hours, much earlier. But it's late at night.
I'm not sure if he was live or went live, but either way, I missed it.
I got to get ready for bed. I'm drinking my Crip Mac juice.
Me too, brother.
Fuck yeah. And then they blew up the missile base where they made those missiles. So guy from Afghanistan that texted me, thumbs up to you. To that faggot tranny gay guy that was texting me, acting like he was my friend and shit, sending me naked pictures of a chick and then send me pictures of a dude and saying he's bi, sexual and shit. Fuck you and all, and fuck all your gay shit, you fucking faggot.
Jesus, Mars.
Little Burpee, if the Little Burpee's watching this video, thumbs up to you. If Birdman's watching this video, go fuck yourself. You're a
Why would you say that?
troll.
A troll?
Fuck Birdman and his clout chasing ass, getting all up on Cree's channel like, oh, fuck my.
Oh, okay. I see. Now it finally all makes fucking sense. Guys, he didn't say that about Birdman because Birdman had made a diss video on him. He didn't say that about Birdman because Birdman never said anything mean to him. He said that about Birdman because Birdman has been doing stuff with me on YouTube. That's what this is about, honestly. Because there's proof. Birdman hasn't been picking on the guy at all. Birdman stays in his own lane. I think Mars is just, he hates me. He likes me to a degree, like he respects me or something. But he hates me so much that anyone that comes into contact with me is his instant enemy. Dude, Mars. Again, let me say this. You're allowed to hate me and then be friends with everybody else or anyone that comes around the channel. There's no law saying that you're an instant enemy with anyone around me. You're allowed to hate me all you want. You have every right. Like, I've done some shit to you. And whatever you say about me, it's free speech for you. And it's your opinion. And you're allowed to say that to me. I would never censor you. But if you say something about me that I have to dispute, I will dispute it. I will do that. But I will never stop you from hating my guts. I know how it is, bro. Like, I've been there. But you don't have to take this out on any other YouTuber, though.
Mars, fuck Mars. But Little Burpee, you know, you always kept it real. It's up to you. If Birdman's watching this video, go fuck yourself. You're a troll. Fuck Birdman and his clout chasing ass, getting all up on Cree's channel like, oh, fuck Mars. But Little Burpee, you know, you always kept it real with me. And
so he's mentioned Little Burpee quite a few times now. Guys, Little Burpee is a badass YouTuber too. I like his style. Very interesting stories. I guess he knows Birdman and Mars from the YouTube land where it's like drug stories. Because if you watch Mars World, chances are you know who Ryan Leone is or any of that shit, right? Well, Burpee just does whatever he wants to do. He can watch whoever he wants to. If he wants to pop up in the chat and make himself known, hey, that's fine. Just thanks for the support. Follow everyone, Burpee. You're a great YouTuber. You got a lot of good shit going on for you. That's awesome. But he keeps making references to Burpee. Like, I don't know. Is there a possibility that we could probably see a Burpee and Mars World collaboration video?
Do I got anything to say to Cree? I don't got anything to say to Cree.
Yeah.
He was doing.
So look, he says, do I have anything I want to say to him? Do I really want to fucking air my grievances? You know, I can still get his ass. I can still get his ass. I mean, look what he did to me. Look what he's been doing. He gives it a thoughtful moment and he goes, nah, I ain't got shit to say about Cree.
Doing fentanyl. He's doing fentanyl the whole time. He told me, the entire time he was telling me, oh, Mars seemed to be selling. He was doing fentanyl and getting drunk every day. Yeah, fuck Birdman. Fucking.
And then back to fuck Birdman.
Tool, wannabe ass bitch. Fuck him. Tell him I said that. All right, guys, I gotta go.
Okay, so I think what happened was he thought he was going to tell an interesting video and it was going to go somewhere, and then somewhere along the line, just life happened. He changed subjects. He just kept the camera rolling, and then at the very end, before the video kicks off, he's like, "Oh, well, I gotta say something that's gonna like really drive home." I guess he was speaking his feelings, and then like so he does it, but then he titles the video about Birdman. Oh shit, a gun just went off. It wasn't mine, guys. Mine's put up. I'm not even interested to go see what's wrong. The show must go on. Maybe one of the neighbors is dead. I don't know. I hope not. Misfires happen all the time. So yeah, we just sat through that entire ass Mars World video that he happened to leave up for a few days. And mind you, weeks ago, some of the stuff he said, like in those other videos about me and other people and shit, he done deleted them. Why, dude? Like they got good views. What I would like to do is check out some of Birdman's videos, because we're going to talk about Mike the Stalker 2. Oh my God. I think Mike has been happier than a pig rolling in shit because he's just been throwing out video. Like, honestly, Mike, you're such a fucking creep. Like, I covered as much as I covered, and anytime you speak your mind about us, it's just childish, and I really don't want to perpetuate that stupid shit. And I really wanted Michael to focus on his videos and do better, and I guess he kind of had. But we're gonna look at a few later though. Let's check out Birdman. Birdman put out one tonight. It was nice. Birdman, I'm gonna play this video. Hang on, bro. It's short and sweet. It flexes some edits, and a lot of those edits were my favorites. I did see some of mine in there, which is totally fine, dude. You're welcome to use any of my content. You made it a lot better. So let's see.
All right. Welcome back, Birdman Drug Stories. We got this special little compilation I put together here for you. I think he's my number 2 fan. My number 1 fan still got to be Stalker Mike. He made videos about me on months on end every day. So he's got the gold medal. But here comes our silver medal finalist with a classic showing here. Introduce you to my number 2 fan of the channel. So I got a text message from my YouTube friend the other day, and he sent me a link to his channel. I clicked on it. It says Birdman Clout Chasing. I said, what the fuck? And it's a little weirdo dude. I call him the meth and kratom advocate of South Dakota. I think he's at. So the meth and kratom advocate in South Dakota made a video about me. So I guess at the end of this video, which he didn't even mention me at all throughout the whole video, and then at the end of it, out of nowhere, and these are the clips you're about to see, because I put these shits together. Hilarious. And a couple of other clips I found that I thought were funny and could add to the video here. So I'm putting them all together. You're about to see it, where just at the end of the video, out of nowhere, the dude goes, he's like, it's all fucked up too. He's like drinking on his live or whatever on his YouTube live. He's, fuck Birdman. Fuck Birdman. Clout chasing. He starts
You're a bird brain.
In a drunken rage. Starts like cussing my name out. But
You're a bird
like,
brain.
all jokes aside, it's this type of dude you gotta be careful with. You know, South Dakota, a little strange, a meth monster. And I mean, this dude will probably like cut me up into little pieces and wear me like as a coat. Walk around town in his fucking Birdman coat. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh.
If Birdman's watching this video, go fuck yourself. You're a troll.
If Birdman's watching this video, go fuck yourself, you're a troll.
Go fuck yourself. You're a troll. Fuck Birdman and his clout chasing ass, getting all up on Cree's channel, like, oh, fuck Mars. But little Burpee, you know, you always kept it real with me.
Never even said that, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, fuck Birdman. fucking tool, wannabe ass bitch. Fuck him. Tell him I said that. All right, guys, I gotta
Tell
go.
him I said that.
I was whacked out on meth, like hardcore. The most whacked out on meth I've ever been.
I was whacked out on meth like hardcore. Most whacked out on meth I've ever been.
I was with my wife, though. But anyway, so
Oh, wrong way, asshole. There you go. Suck it, bitch. Suck it again.
no, I seriously
Pretend
want
it's
to start
Leone's little
recording
dick, you
videos.
fucking weirdo.
Using a lot of lube because when you're on opiates, including myself, I probably haven't had sex in like 3 months. But whatever. I get it. Like I get it. I get it.
You don't
Like I
get
get it. Like I get it. Streets riffing and running around, getting money. I'm now out in the streets riffing and running around, getting money, buying illegal drugs, psychedelics, getting it for people, getting stuff off the dark web for people.
I'm gonna get the video editing system. I'll buy a desk for my laptop, and I want to make a video about Sharon, but I want to have cuts of her videos in it, add music in the background to dramatize it. Big production.
Clowny is right. Clowny is right. Clowny is right. Bird Brain Drug Stories. I'm gonna tell you some more lies and shit that never really happened.
Oh,
because
man.
I'm that much of a dumbass.
Look, that was nice. All the blends in there with Mike's audio and bravo, brother. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, like those two, they just, I guess you can say they provide content when like they're not even trying. Now, Michael, ever since I've let up on him, because he just won't fucking stop, he seems to have been like more free and free speaking. And there was a lot of stuff. Like there's been so much new Mike videos. I have not watched a single damn one of them. I don't even know. Oh, look, he's almost to 200 subs. He's at 195. Last time I even paid attention to this guy, he had 165. So he's garnered some since I've been away. Bravo, Mike. I guess you're getting there, man. Aside from just laughing at this fucking dude, I don't even know which one would be half-ass okay to watch. I mean, let's see. Here's one where he's dry snitching on somebody. One of his co-workers got 6 felonies. Some of that you probably won't want to talk about. Let's see. One of Gotti's guys was my uncle's best friend and another next level. What? What is up, ADD fam?
For you today. Bear with me momentarily. So, as I've discussed, as most all of you by now know, I was born in Queens, New York. My aunt and uncle lived in Brooklyn, New York, and my uncle was full-blooded Italian. His uncle was the Joe Napolitano. He was a major mob boss, a capo back in the day. He ran New York's mob in the 70s.
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Napolitano. He was my immediate uncle's immediate first uncle. Okay?
I feel like, okay, even though Mike's claimed from being born in New York and all that, and from what I gather is he's always been from like Georgia, Alabama, blah, blah, blah. Like, how do you go from New York all the way to here? And, there's no doubt in my mind that maybe back in the day, someone knew someone that was a wise guy, which is very interesting because that in itself is a story to provide. But it's almost like he's talking like he wants to act like he was a part of it too, when he was probably a little small child. He can think of any wild story to say, and we have to expect to believe it, right?
So, for entertainment purposes only. So, I don't even know how about going about doing this, people, truthfully. Okay, let me just tell you the gist of it. I called my father the other day. We had a half-hour long conversation. And my father's in his 80s. He's 84 now. I'm 49. So you'll have to understand that his memory is not as good as mine. Okay. So we do this 30-minute conversation, and I'm finding out all kind of cool ass details, and I'm telling him things and stuff that I remember. Long story short, I recorded the conversation, right? Me and my dad. I get to the last.
What a fucking low-down piece of shit. He has not changed at all since I've been away.
Word. We're at our last sentence, and my dad says, "You're not recording. You wouldn't record this or anything. You wouldn't put this."
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mike, who is known for clout chasing to the max, happens to talk to his father, and for his father to acknowledge this and say this at the end of their conversation. Hey, by the way, you're not happen to be recording this, are you? That means they already know about his shenanigans on YouTube. So anything he wants them to be a part of and explain, they could probably tell he's recording because they know their son. Like, they know what he's into, they know what he's doing and what it's for, and they don't want to be a party to it. But again, he says this, which is probably, I don't know, true or not. I mean, why would you say it in this part of the story, though?
Would you? I said, no, of course not. Felt like a dirtbag when he said that, right? I recorded our conversation, but I'm not trying to get my dad no shit. He just happens to be able to, collaborate to what, some of the crazy shit that I've spewed and said. And like I said, I was at a John Gotti block party turned Right Against the Police. And so I found out some things, and I filled my dad in on some things. You'll not hear this video. You won't hear this video until my father, my mom, and dad go to heaven, okay? But I'm going to give you some short clips to let you understand it. What I'm saying is,
oh my God, please don't fucking say you're about to, while you're recording this, you're about to play us audio on another phone. Mike, are you about to play us audio from another phone?
100% factual. Some neat, crazy shit. Okay, let me try to find this.
Just as a bunch of people that are sick and died.
First off, my dad was these crazy coincidences with me and shit, right? My father's watching TV, and this is how he finds out that his brother-in-law is deceased. As I've discussed, our families have not spoken in 30 years, and so my dad winds up seeing his brother-in-law, and so I drill him about this. I said, huh? I said, explain that to me. Come again? I said, you found out, you heard that Uncle Charlie was dead by watching on the TV? He said, yes. I said, so I start drilling my dad. I said, that's crazy. I said, explain that. I said, the only time I've ever known of people talking about their death on TV was either a murder, or they were a celebrity or something like that. People just don't, you don't just hear about people's deaths, on TV. And he said he had some kind of sickness. And so because of his sickness, they mentioned him. They were talking about people that died in New York. And my dad was watching TV, like I said, and he hears, and they mention they mention my uncle. So my dad tells me the story, and there again, you won't be able to hear this entirety until my parents are in heaven. But let me give you a short little piece on.
They offered it to him, but he wouldn't take it.
So he basically just told us, Yeah, I kind of stole a story off of my dad, and my dad doesn't want me making it public because it's very valuable secret family knowledge. It's things I know from the mob. Mike, if your dad's 84, chances are he's outlived any Godfather, mob boss. Like, he's almost outlived Sammy the Bull. Like, it was that fucking far back. What could he possibly spill to you or us, the audience, that was so damning and such a family secret that you would keep this from us until your father is in heaven? You said you will not let us hear the full version until your father is no longer with us.
Right.
He was never a mobster, never.
Tell me.
And he died from an illness. He wasn't killed or anything.
Right. Tell me about when you.
I don't know what it was all about, but I just know like it was a quick blurb, and I saw he happened to have been there, but he was never in a mob. He never did anything like that.
Right. Yeah, he told
They offered it to him, but he.
Right for you. Let me get for your life. That's it. Right.
So I don't know, Mike, what the fuck you're doing with this video, because you tell us, hey, my family's got mob ties. But then you say, guys, I can't give you the full version until he's dead. But then just the little excerpts and snippets that you play for us, your father openly, wholeheartedly admits that no one that you're talking about was related to the mob. Now, yes, I know there's a code. Omega Nostra, the Omerta. You don't say a word. That this is our thing. Nobody from the outside knows our business. Now, your father could have been telling you that over the phone because he knew you were recording, because you're a sneaky little sniveling shit. And maybe he's just trying to protect his own ass so that maybe one day when he's long gone, this video has fucking stained his and tainted his image because of you, when you can't just let your poor old father be. Why you got to drag him into your bullshit on YouTube? It's fucking disgusting. Even in his little bitty teaser sizzles he's giving us right now, the father's admitting, no, there was no mob connection.
Right. They were talking about him when he was on TV. They were talking about him on TV, right?
No. He was. It showed a bunch of people who had died, and I don't remember exactly what the story was.
Yeah.
But he just happened to.
It sounds like Mike called himself and recorded it, and he's playing his father.
On different illnesses or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and it was a small piece,
Uh-huh.
but it wasn't anything important about him. It just happened to be one of the people that died.
But a miraculous coincidence, nonetheless, right?
Go ahead.
I'm just asking. I do have reasoning, but a miraculous coincidence, right?
What do you mean?
That's a way out there coincidence, right?
What is the coincidence?
Yeah.
That you saw him on TV. Just
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what.
yeah.
But I don't even know what it was all about, like I said.
Okay. There again. I'm just giving you I'm giving you proof, but this is a 26
Proof of what?
26 and an 8-minute video, but we won't be able to ever hear that until my parents are in heaven, okay?
Hey, fuck you, Mike. That video was fucking garbage. You basically just called your dad, prepped your other phone, and put him up to trying to talk about something he had no dealings with. Like, I'd say at best, maybe like a brother-in-law or an uncle from back in those days when Mikey was still walking around in diapers, knew someone that knew someone that knew maybe a made guy. Maybe that one specific made guy had a loan shark business open on the street, and maybe Mike's great uncle or somebody had debt with him over like a loan, a street debt, like, is that the extent of what this is going to? Again, that was just a waste. I mean, shit, he could have retitled the video like my connection with the mob, you know, and it would have made it at least like attention grabbing to where I would at least go check it out. And then I'd still hear this bullshit where the father denies any mob relations to whomever the family member was. I feel like he wasn't too keen on explaining like what was really going on. And like, all it is you mention the mob and then like someone your father knew. And then we're not going to get the full story until both of your parents are in heaven. Now, that's one hell of a fucking statement, because the last time I heard anything that powerful, it was when, can you guys remember back in the day when the final unreleased Wu-Tang Clan album was produced? And it was up for bid. I think they wanted like so many millions. It was like back in 2016, 17, something like that. Can anyone remember the Wu-Tang album? It turns out some rich white dickhead that was in Big Pharma, he did some shady backdoor shit and went to prison. I think he's out by now. Can't remember his name, but just Google the Wu-Tang Clan album, unreleased or whatever. It's like all these tracks. They were basically looking for a high bidder, whoever would pay for it, and they would own it. Well, like I said, this little douchebag that ended up getting rich one day down the road, he bought exclusive rights to it, and he would get online and play little snippets of it. Like, he paid all this money for it, and he may have potentially lost the physical part of it, because it was like this unreleased Wu-Tang Clan. Like, hey, Fargo, if you're in the chat, I know you know your music shit. Tell me if you know about that fucking Sacred Wu-Tang Clan album. But I can't think of the name of the guy that bought it, but everybody knows him. Like, he was screwing people over with HIV medicine or something like that. Like, he was overcharging a hell amount, and he ended up going to prison for it. Everybody hated his fucking gut. Yeah, Martin Shkreli. Thank you, Gray. Yes. I was like, man, of all fucking people to buy it, like, because he was threatening to, like, however he felt, he was threatening to say, oh, I'll fucking release a few tracks here and there or some shit. Or, you know, he was just toying with people. And it's like, dude, you're already a douchebag. Like, don't make it worse. Anyway, Mike, you pulled a Martin Shkreli. Ain't no mob ties. You put Gotti in the title, so that's gonna, I will say this, that's gonna garner you some traffic, because, hey, John Gotti still gets videos made on him every day. I see him with my own eyes. Like, I'm actually starting to follow other MobTube type channels, just to hear like little bits and pieces that I've missed. Now, I've heard and read everything I can read on everything available that's on the internet. So many good mob books, tell-alls, all that shit. I'm a fan of that. So Mike kind of struck me when he put this up and was like, hey, I got connections to the mob all the way from Georgia. But yeah, I apparently haven't missed shit with Mike, though. And guys, there's plenty more to watch of that. I think I've had enough, though. Tonight was pretty much just hanging out, getting back together, and catching up on a few vids. And, like, you know, the current news. We've been going for a hot minute. I appreciate everybody that's been stopping by in the chat and talking. But I think I'm going to cap this off. I'm not sure if it's going to save, because every time I fire up StreamYards, it says, you need to free up space. Well, as usual, I used to have the full copy, so it never did that. So I kind of had to remove a few videos, but what I'm saying is I'm not sure if this one's going to stay up. If I can somehow get it and upload it, then yeah, I'll do it. But if you didn't catch it live, then you may very well miss it. So anyway, I'm about to be out of here. Y'all take care. Hopefully next time I see you all, it will be a better surrounding. Okay. I love you all. Peace.